In the deep, quiet woods, where sunlight filters through a thick canopy and the air is filled with the scent of moss and pine, a small creature glides through the undergrowth like a living shadow. Every movement is calculated, every step silent, as it weaves between tree trunks and vanishes into the dappled light. With a long, slender body and a tail as bushy as a plume, the marten's appearance is disarmingly cute. Its bright, curious eyes scan the forest floor, and its small, rounded ears twitch at the faintest sound. A leaf falling, a vole scurrying beneath the ferns. This is the marten, a member of the weasel family, perfectly adapted to life in the tangled heart of the forest. Agile and alert, it moves with a grace that belies its predatory nature. At a glance, the marten could be mistaken for a playful squirrel or a gentle ferret, darting through the branches or pausing to sniff the air. Its playful leaps and nimble climbs seem harmless, almost endearing. But beneath this charming exterior lies the heart of a hunter. The marten's gaze is sharp, its senses finely tuned to the rhythms of the wild. The marten is a master predator, a silent stalker whose every muscle is built for pursuit. Its slender frame allows it to slip through the tightest spaces, and its powerful limbs propel it in sudden bursts of speed. With needle-sharp teeth and curved claws, it is armed for the hunt. The marten's reputation is a paradox, adorable to behold, yet fierce in action. It is a creature of contrast, blending innocence and ferocity in a single lithe form. Weighing little more than a bag of sugar, the marten is small, but its courage is immense. It faces the dangers of the forest with a boldness that defies its size. This little carnivore is undaunted by larger prey. It will chase a bird through the branches or confront a rabbit in the undergrowth, relying on agility and cunning rather than brute force. Where others depend on strength, the marten depends on speed and stealth. It moves like a whisper, vanishing into the brush before its quarry even senses danger. The marten is a strategist, reading the forest like a map. It uses every branch, every shadow, every patch of dense foliage to its advantage, closing in on its prey with the patience of a seasoned hunter. In a world where danger often comes in large, fearsome forms, where bears, wolves, and big cats prowl, the marten is proof that the most effective hunters are not always the biggest. The marten's confidence is unmistakable. It stands tall, alert, and ready, a tiny force of nature with the spirit of a much larger beast. As a Mustelid, the marten shares its lineage with wolverines, badgers, and otters, each renowned for their toughness and tenacity. The marten is no exception, carrying this legacy with every leap and bound. It moves through the forest with pride, every step a testament to its adaptability and skill. The marten is a solitary wanderer, forging its own path through the wilderness. It hunts alone, relying on its own wits and instincts to survive. Each day is a new challenge, finding food, defending territory, and outsmarting rivals. The marten's life is a constant test of its abilities, and it has evolved to meet every demand the forest throws its way. Its fur, sleek and beautiful, is more than just decoration. It is camouflage, warmth, and protection. Its leaps between branches are not just displays of agility, but essential maneuvers in the hunt for survival. When the moment comes, the marten strikes with precision. Its hunting skills are honed by countless hours of practice, making it a formidable predator despite its size. It is a creature of silence and shadows, always alert, always ready to pounce. Its patience is legendary, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal its true power. The marten is a living reminder that in the wild appearances can be deceiving. The most impressive hunters are often those who move unseen, blending into the forest, waiting for the world to reveal its secrets, one silent step at a time. The marten is a true specialist when it comes to hunting, a creature whose every movement is honed for the art of the chase and the kill. Its primary strategy is the element of surprise, but the story of its hunt is far more intricate than a simple ambush. The marten is a master of stealth, gliding through the forest with a silence that is almost supernatural. Each step is carefully placed, its soft furred paws muffling any sound against the mossy ground or the thick carpet of fallen leaves. Agile and sure-footed, it can creep along branches high in the canopy, its slender body weaving effortlessly between twigs and leaves. Or it can slip through the dense undergrowth on the forest floor, hugging the earth, its body pressed low to avoid detection, moving with a patience that borders on artistry. The marten's senses are finely tuned for the hunt. Its large, rounded ears swivel to catch the faintest rustle of a mouse or the flutter of a bird's wing. Its nose, moist and sensitive, can pick up the scent trails left by potential prey even hours after they have passed. Using the natural cover of leaves, logs and shadows, the marten becomes nearly invisible, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. It will wait motionless for minutes or even hours, its golden eyes fixed on its target, every muscle tensed in anticipation. This silent approach is the first crucial step in its highly effective hunting technique, ensuring that its prey remains blissfully unaware until the very last second. The marten's patience is legendary. It knows that a single misstep could send its quarry fleeing. One of the marten's most spectacular hunting tactics is the ambush from above. It will climb high into the trees, using its sharp claws to grip the bark, and position itself on a branch directly over an unsuspecting animal below. From this vantage point, the marten can observe every movement of its prey, a squirrel foraging for nuts or a rabbit nibbling on tender shoots, without being seen. It will wait with incredible patience, its body coiled like a spring, every muscle primed for action. The marten's tail flicks ever so slightly, a subtle signal of its mounting excitement. Then, in a blur of motion, it launches itself from the branch like a furry missile, dropping down onto its prey in a swift and deadly attack. The leap is calculated, the timing perfect, the descent silent. This surprise drop gives the victim almost no time to react. The marten's speed and agility in the air are astonishing, and its landing is precise. Before the animal even realizes what is happening, the marten is already upon it, pinning it down with sharp, retractable claws ready to deliver a fatal blow. Once the marten has closed the distance, its attack is both rapid and precise. It wastes no time, striking with a flurry of bites and slashes. The marten instinctively targets the most vulnerable parts of its prey, typically the neck or the base of the skull, where a single bite can end the struggle in an instant. Using its powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth, it delivers a quick, crushing bite designed to sever the spinal cord or collapse the windpipe, ensuring a swift and merciful end. Even when faced with prey larger and stronger than itself, the marten is incredibly tenacious. It will cling on with all four limbs, using its claws to maintain a grip, twisting and turning with astonishing agility. The marten's persistence is relentless. It will continue to bite and claw, adjusting its hold as the prey struggles, never letting go until the animal is subdued. This combination of speed, precision, and persistence makes the marten a remarkably effective killer, able to take down a wide variety of animals in its forest home. But the marten's hunting prowess is not just about raw aggression. It is also about intelligence and adaptability. The marten is a cunning strategist, able to read the landscape and anticipate the movements of its prey. It understands the habits of its prey, learning their trails, their hiding places, and the times when they are most vulnerable. Its keen sense of smell allows it to follow faint trails through the undergrowth even in the dead of winter. The marten is also an opportunist. It is known to raid the nests of birds and squirrels, targeting helpless young or eggs, climbing with ease to reach even the most well-hidden caches. Its slender, flexible body allows it to squeeze into burrows and tunnels, pursuing rodents and other small animals into their last refuges where few other predators can follow. This ability to hunt in the trees, on the ground, and even underground makes the marten a versatile and formidable predator. Whether in the dense summer forest or the snow-blanketed winter woods, the marten's skills ensure it can find a meal in almost any situation, a true ninja of the wild. The marten is a true connoisseur of the forest, its diet as diverse and adaptable as the landscapes it roams. With a keen sense of smell and sharp hearing, the marten glides through the undergrowth, always alert for the faintest rustle or scent that signals a potential meal. At its core, the marten is a carnivore, and its favourite meals are the small mammals that scurry through the forest floor and dart among the roots and fallen logs. Voles, mice and shrews are staples, their abundance making them reliable targets for the marten's swift, silent attacks. But the marten's true specialty is its remarkable agility in the treetops. Squirrels, nimble and quick, are a particular favourite. Few predators can match the marten's acrobatics among the branches, where it launches daring chases, weaving through the canopy with astonishing speed and precision. On the ground, the marten's hunting prowess is equally impressive. It stalks rabbits, pounces on unsuspecting voles, and snatches shrews from beneath the leaves. Each hunt is a display of patience, stealth, and explosive energy. The marten's appetite doesn't stop at mammals. Birds and their eggs are highly prized, and the marten is fearless in its pursuit. It will scale the tallest trees, braving precarious heights to raid nests, feasting on both fledglings and eggs with equal relish. When the bounty of mammals and birds wanes, the marten's adaptability shines. It turns to insects, snapping up beetles and grasshoppers, and will not hesitate to catch frogs along the banks of forest streams. In leaner times, it supplements its diet with berries, wild fruits, and even the occasional mushroom, demonstrating a remarkable ability to thrive on whatever the forest provides. Among the most fascinating aspects of the marten's feeding behavior is its tendency for surplus killing. When prey is abundant, the marten's instincts drive it to hunt far more than it can eat in a single sitting. This often occurs when the marten stumbles upon a nest or den teeming with vulnerable young animals. The sudden abundance triggers a flurry of predatory activity, and the marten may dispatch every animal it can catch. This behavior is not driven by malice, but by a deep-rooted survival strategy. In the wild, opportunities for such abundance are rare, and the marten's instincts urge it to make the most of every windfall. The marten's actions are calculated, not cruel. By taking advantage of these rare moments, it ensures a supply of food that can mean the difference between life and death during the harshest months. After a successful hunt, the marten wastes no time. It gathers its surplus, carrying each prize away to secret locations scattered throughout its territory. This is where the marten's intelligence truly shines. It practices caching, hiding food for later use, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. The marten selects its hiding spots with care: hollow logs, crevices beneath rocks, or deep beneath the snow. Each cache is a carefully chosen pantry, protected from scavengers and the elements. Some caches are hidden high in the trees, others deep underground. The marten's memory is sharp, allowing it to return to these secret stores even months later. These hidden reserves are vital during winter, when snow blankets the land and prey becomes scarce. The marten's foresight ensures it can survive even the longest, coldest nights. When hunger strikes, the marten returns to its caches, retrieving meals that were hidden weeks or even months before. This strategy allows it to outlast competitors and endure the toughest seasons. Each cache is a testament to the marten's planning and resourcefulness, turning a single successful hunt into a lifeline that stretches across days and weeks. The marten's approach to food is a blend of instinct, intelligence, and adaptability. It is always alert, always planning, always ready for the next challenge the forest may bring. It does not simply live for the moment. Every hunt, every cache, every meal is part of a larger strategy for survival in a world where fortune can change with the seasons. By seizing every opportunity and storing the rewards of its hunts, the marten ensures that it is always prepared for the uncertainties of the wild. This remarkable behavior is a testament to the marten's intelligence and finely honed instincts, shaped by countless generations of survival in the ever-changing forest. The marten's diet and feeding strategies reveal a creature perfectly adapted to its environment, resourceful, efficient, and always one step ahead in the endless dance of predator and prey. The marten's body is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, perfectly designed for its life as an agile and deadly predator. It has a long, slender, and incredibly flexible frame, which allows it to move with exceptional grace and speed. Its flexible spine enables it to bend and twist in mid-air, making it possible to chase squirrels through the complex network of tree branches. This lithe body also allows it to squeeze into very narrow spaces such as burrows or crevices in rocks to pursue prey that would be safe from larger, bulkier predators. Its powerful muscles give it explosive speed for short bursts of acceleration. The marten is armed with formidable natural weapons. Its paws are equipped with sharp, semi-retractable claws. These claws are perfect for climbing trees, giving the marten a secure grip on bark as it scurries up and down trunks with ease. They're also crucial for hunting, as they allow the marten to grasp and hold onto struggling prey. Its mouth is filled with sharp, pointed teeth designed for a carnivore's lifestyle. The canines are long and sharp, perfect for delivering the quick, lethal bite to the neck that is its signature killing move, while its other teeth are designed for shearing meat from bone. One of the marten's most impressive adaptations is its ability to thrive during the winter. Unlike some animals that hibernate, martens remain active all year round, even in the deepest snow. To cope with the cold, they develop a thicker winter coat. More importantly, special coarse hairs grow between the pads on their paws during the winter. These hairs act like miniature snowshoes, increasing the surface area of their feet and allowing them to walk on top of the snow without sinking. This gives them a huge advantage over their prey, as they can move easily while other animals struggle in the deep powder. The marten's senses are also finely tuned for hunting. It has large, prominent ears that give it excellent hearing, allowing it to detect the faint rustle of a mouse under the leaves or the chatter of a squirrel from a distance. Its eyesight is particularly well adapted for hunting in low-light conditions, such as at dawn and dusk, which are its most active times. Its keen sense of smell helps it to track prey and locate the food caches it has hidden throughout its territory. All of these physical attributes combine to create a predator that is perfectly equipped for a life of stealth, speed, and survival in the forest. The marten's agility is unparalleled, allowing it to navigate through dense foliage and climb trees with ease. Its acrobatic maneuvers are a testament to its incredible balance and coordination. Grooming is also an essential part of the marten's routine, keeping its fur in top condition for insulation and camouflage. Its fur not only provides warmth, but also acts as camouflage, blending seamlessly with the forest environment. Stealth is one of the marten's greatest assets, allowing it to approach prey without being detected. With a sudden burst of speed, it can pounce on its prey, capturing it with precision and efficiency. Once caught, the marten's sharp teeth and powerful jaws make quick work of its meal, ensuring it gets the nourishment it needs to thrive. After a successful hunt, the marten often retreats to a safe spot to rest and digest its food, ready to start the cycle anew. Martens are also territorial creatures, marking their domain with scent to ward off intruders and establish their presence. Their curiosity drives them to explore every nook and cranny of their environment, ensuring they know every inch of their territory. Adaptability is key to the marten's survival, allowing it to thrive in various seasons and weather conditions. Whether it's the lush greenery of spring, the warmth of summer, the bounty of autumn, or the harshness of winter, the marten is always prepared to face the challenges of its environment. The marten's special body, with its unique adaptations and physical prowess, makes it one of the most fascinating and formidable predators of the forest. Deep within the heart of the forest, where sunlight filters through a thick canopy and the air is rich with the scent of moss and pine, martens have carved out a secretive existence. These elusive creatures are true denizens of mature, intricate woodlands, thriving best in places where the forest is old, tangled, and alive with hidden corners. Martens show a clear preference for old-growth forests, especially those dominated by conifers or a rich mix of tree species. Here, towering trunks rise above a forest floor littered with fallen logs, tangled roots, and thick underbrush. The dense canopy overhead weaves a living roof, sheltering the world below from harsh weather and creating a cool, shadowy realm. This complex environment is a treasure trove for the marten. The forest floor, scattered with decaying wood, rocks, and dense vegetation, offers a labyrinth of tunnels and passageways. Here the marten can slip silently between shadows, foraging for food or evading danger with equal ease. The thick canopy above is more than just a shield from the elements. It's a vital barrier against aerial predators. Eagles and owls may circle overhead, but the marten, cloaked in the dappled light, remains hidden and safe. Meanwhile, the cluttered ground below is a playground of opportunity, filled with places to hunt, hide, and rest. Open spaces, by contrast, are perilous. Martens instinctively avoid the exposed edges of clearings or meadows where the lack of cover leaves them vulnerable to watchful eyes and swift attacks. When it comes to finding a home, martens are resourceful opportunists. Rather than constructing elaborate dens, they seek out the natural shelters the forest provides, hollow logs, tree cavities, and hidden nooks among the roots. These ready-made refuges are perfect for a creature that values stealth and efficiency. Martens slip into abandoned tree holes, take over old nests, or settle into crevices in rocky outcrops, always choosing spots that are dry, concealed, and safe from prying eyes. A marten's den is a sanctuary, a place to rest, raise young, and wait out the dangers of the night. These dens are often so well hidden that they remain undiscovered for years, tucked away in the quietest corners of the forest. The variety of shelters martens use is remarkable. Hollow trees, abandoned woodpecker holes, old squirrel nests, sometimes claimed after a successful hunt, and rocky crevices all serve as potential homes. Each den is chosen for its security and seclusion, offering protection from both the elements and would-be predators. This adaptability means a marten can quickly establish a new home whenever needed. With multiple dens scattered across its territory, it can move swiftly from one shelter to another, always staying a step ahead of danger. Martens are solitary wanderers, each one patrolling its own patch of forest. Their territories are marked by silence and secrecy, with each animal moving alone through the undergrowth, alert to every sound and scent. The size of a marten's territory can be vast, especially for males. A single animal may claim several square kilometers of woodland, ensuring it has access to enough food, shelter, and safe passageways to survive. To maintain these boundaries, martens use scent marking, rubbing their bodies or leaving secretions from their scent glands on trees and rocks. These invisible messages warn others to keep their distance, reducing the risk of dangerous encounters. But when boundaries are crossed, martens do not hesitate to defend their domain. Fierce confrontations can erupt, with loud screams, hissing, and even physical fights echoing through the trees as rivals clash over territory. This solitary, territorial lifestyle ensures that each marten has enough resources to thrive. With exclusive access to hunting grounds and den sites, they can hunt, forage, and rest without constant competition. Survival in the forest demands constant vigilance. The marten's sharp senses and keen awareness are its first line of defense, allowing it to detect the faintest rustle or scent of danger. At the first sign of threat, the marten vanishes into the undergrowth, its slender body weaving effortlessly through the tangled vegetation. This ability to disappear in an instant is a powerful adaptation, keeping it safe from larger predators. If danger closes in, the marten's agility comes into play. With powerful limbs and sharp claws, it can scale tree trunks in a heartbeat, escaping to the safety of the high branches where few can follow. The network of dens scattered throughout its territory is a lifeline. No matter where it roams, a safe haven is always close at hand, allowing the marten to rest, hide, or escape at a moment's notice. The marten's remarkable agility Leaping between branches, climbing with ease, and moving silently through the forest is not just a hunting advantage, it is the key to its survival, allowing it to navigate a world filled with both opportunity and danger, and to remain one of the forest's most elusive and adaptable inhabitants. Deep within the forest, martens move like shadows, silent, swift, and almost invisible to the untrained eye. Their world is a tapestry of tangled roots, mossy stones, and towering trees, where every sense is finely tuned to the rhythms of the wild. Martens are masters of their environment, perfectly adapted to a life of agility and stealth. Their slender bodies and bushy tails allow them to dart through the undergrowth and leap effortlessly from branch to branch, always alert for the faintest sound or scent. As opportunistic hunters, martens play a vital role in the ecosystem. They keep populations of small mammals, birds, and insects in check, helping to maintain a delicate balance within their woodland home. Their diet is varied and adaptable, shifting with the seasons and the availability of prey. In summer, martens feast on berries, fruits, and insects, supplementing their protein-rich diet with whatever the forest provides. In winter, when food is scarce, they rely on their keen senses to track down rodents beneath the snow or raid the caches of other animals. Martens are also skilled den builders, seeking out warm, hidden spaces to rest and raise their young. They often repurpose abandoned nests or burrows, lining them with soft materials gathered from the forest floor. The arrival of spring brings new life, as female martens nurture their kits in the safety of their dens. Playful and curious, the young learn essential survival skills through games of chase and mock hunting, guided by their mother's watchful eye. Martens are fiercely territorial, marking their boundaries with scent and patrolling their ranges with unwavering vigilance. These territories are vital, ensuring each marten has access to enough food and shelter to thrive. Their interactions with other forest dwellers are complex. Sometimes martens compete with foxes, owls, or squirrels for food and nesting sites. At other times they pass each other in silent truce, each respecting the other's place in the intricate web of woodland life. The changing seasons bring new challenges and opportunities. After storms, martens explore the altered landscape for exposed prey or new den sites. In winter, their thick fur and resourcefulness help them survive the cold, while their sharp claws allow them to dig through snow in search of hidden meals. Despite their reputation as fierce hunters, martens are also creatures of beauty and grace. They move with a fluid elegance, pausing to bask in the sun or drink from a cool stream, ever attuned to the subtle music of the forest. Elusive and enigmatic, martens remain one of the forest's most mysterious inhabitants. Their presence is felt more often than seen, a rustle in the leaves, a fleeting shadow, a pair of eyes glinting in the moonlight. In their quiet way, martens shape the world around them, balancing populations, dispersing seeds, and weaving themselves into the very fabric of the wild. To witness a marten in its element is to glimpse the secret heart of the forest itself. The story of a marten family begins with a fleeting yet dramatic mating season. For most of the year, martens are elusive and solitary, each patrolling their own secretive territory, but as the days grow longer and the air warms, an ancient instinct draws them together. This crucial event unfolds in the late spring or early summer, when the forest is alive with new growth and the promise of abundance. During this brief window, the normally solitary martens are compelled to seek out one another, their paths crossing in the dappled light of the forest floor. Courtship is a wild and raucous affair. Males pursue females through the tangled branches, their agile bodies weaving and leaping with astonishing speed. The chase is punctuated by sharp hisses, playful grappling, and even nips and bites, a test of strength, stamina, and compatibility. Once mating is complete, The pair part ways. The male vanishes back into the shadows, his role in the next generation finished, while the female is left with the immense responsibility of nurturing new life. From this moment on, the mother marten becomes the sole guardian of her future kits. She must find a den, often a hollow tree, an abandoned burrow, or a crevice among roots, somewhere hidden and safe from the many dangers of the forest. Martens possess a remarkable reproductive adaptation known as delayed implantation. After mating, the fertilized egg remains dormant, floating in a state of suspended animation within the mother's body. For months, there is no outward sign of the new life she carries. The forest changes around her. Summer's lushness gives way to autumn's gold, then the hush of winter. Only as winter wanes does the embryo finally implant and begin to grow, perfectly timed so that the kits will be born as the world awakens in spring. In the soft, secret darkness of her den, the mother gives birth to a litter of 1 to 5 kits. Usually in April or May, these tiny creatures arrive blind, deaf, and nearly hairless, utterly dependent on their mother's warmth and care. The timing is no accident. As the forest bursts into life, food becomes plentiful. Small mammals, birds, insects, and berries, giving the young martens the best possible chance to thrive. The mother is meticulous in her preparations. She lines the den with moss, leaves, and fur, creating a soft, insulated nest. If danger threatens, she will not hesitate to move her kits, carrying them one by one to a new, safer location. The newborn kits are fragile. Eyes sealed shut, ears folded, their bodies covered in a fine, pale fuzz. For weeks they are helpless, relying entirely on their mother's milk and the warmth of her body. The mother rarely leaves the den, venturing out, only to hunt for herself, always returning quickly to feed and groom her young, keeping them clean and free from parasites. Her vigilance is unyielding. She stands guard at the entrance, ears pricked for the slightest sound, ready to defend her family at a moment's notice. Should a predator approach, a fox, an owl, or even a much larger animal, the mother transforms into a fierce defender, risking her own life to protect her vulnerable kits. As the weeks pass, the kits grow stronger, their eyes open, their hearing sharpens, and their fur darkens. Soon they begin to explore the den, clambering over each other in playful mock battles that hone their coordination and strength. The mother introduces them to the world of hunting by bringing live prey into the den. The kits pounce, stalk, and wrestle with their first meals, learning the skills they will need to survive. As their confidence grows, the mother leads them out into the forest. She demonstrates how to move silently, how to climb with agility, and how to use the shadows for cover. Each lesson is vital, each mistake a chance to learn. The young martens practice stalking, pouncing, and ambushing, their playful games now serious training for the challenges ahead. By the time autumn approaches, the kits are nearly grown. Their mother, sensing the time is right, encourages them to leave the safety of the den. One by one, they set out into the vast forest, each destined to carve out their own territory, to live and hunt alone, and, if they survive, to one day raise the next generation of forest ninjas. Across the ages, the marten has slipped through the shadows of the world's forests, its elusive presence inspiring countless tales and legends. In the hush of ancient woodlands, where the trees whisper secrets and the undergrowth conceals mysteries, the marten's silent movements have long been a source of fascination and awe. The marten, with its ability to vanish into the gloom and reappear as if conjured by magic, has often been cast as a spirit of the wild. In the folklore of many lands it is a creature of the threshold, one that moves between the seen and the unseen, the waking world and the realm of dreams. Legends tell of the marten as a trickster, clever and quick-witted, outsmarting larger beasts and slipping through dangers with uncanny grace. Its bright eyes, ever watchful, are said to see what others cannot, making it a symbol of hidden knowledge and subtle power. Some stories speak of the marten's ability to vanish in a blink, as if it can step between worlds. This gift of disappearance has led to beliefs that the marten is a messenger from the spirit realm, a guide for those who seek wisdom in the wild places. In the rich tapestry of Japanese folklore, the marten, known as ten, emerges as a mysterious and sometimes ominous figure. It is said to be a yokai, a supernatural being whose presence signals a shift in the balance of the natural world. The ten is believed to move through the mists and shadows, its form barely glimpsed as it weaves through bamboo groves and ancient woods. Its appearance is often interpreted as a sign, a subtle warning from the world of spirits. In some regions, the sight of a marten crossing a path at twilight is thought to foretell a coming change, perhaps a storm, a fire, or a shift in fortune. The marten's silent passage is a reminder of the delicate balance between order and chaos in the natural world. The marten's fondness for high hidden places, attics, rafters, and the beams of old structures, has only deepened its reputation as a creature of mystery. The sounds it makes in the night, the fleeting glimpses of its shadow, have fueled stories of spirits and omens for generations. In the traditions of many Native American peoples, the marten is revered as a powerful animal spirit. It is seen as a guide through the tangled forests of life, a symbol of agility, adaptability, and the wisdom to survive in even the harshest environments. The marten's skill as a hunter, its ability to move unseen and strike with precision, is celebrated in stories that honor its resourcefulness and cunning. It is a creature that teaches the value of patient stealth and the art of knowing when to act. For some, the marten's nimble leaps and daring climbs are a metaphor for overcoming obstacles and seizing opportunities. Its solitary nature is admired as a sign of independence and inner strength. The marten's ability to thrive in both the deep snows of winter and the lush abundance of summer marks it as a survivor, a creature in tune with the rhythms of the earth. In tales where the marten stands alone, it is often portrayed as a warrior spirit, unyielding, fierce, and unafraid to face the unknown. Its solitary path is a symbol of the journey each creature must make through the wilds of existence. The marten's luxurious fur, shimmering with the colors of the forest, has long been a symbol of status and connection to the wild. In many cultures, it is woven into ceremonial garments, a mark of respect for the animal's spirit and the gifts of the land. The marten's reputation as both a fierce predator and a cunning infiltrator is woven into the fabric of legend. Tales abound of its daring raids on nests and its relentless pursuit of prey, painting it as a creature both feared and admired. In the forests and fields of Europe, the stone marten is a figure of mischief and chaos. Stories tell of its nocturnal escapades, its ability to slip through cracks and crevices, and its knack for unsettling the order of the animal world. Legends speak of martens stealing eggs from nests, pilfering food from hidden caches, and sowing confusion among the creatures of the countryside. These tales reflect the marten's cleverness and its role as a disruptor in the natural order. The marten's raids on dens and burrows, its relentless search for sustenance, have inspired stories of rivalry and cunning among the animals of the forest and field. Through all these tales, woven from the threads of fear, respect, and wonder, the marten endures as a creature of legend. Its spirit lingers in the deep woods and shadowed glens, a silent guardian of secrets and a symbol of the wild's enduring magic. In the grand theatre of the natural world, the marten may not have the size of a bear, nor the thunderous presence of a wolf, but it is a master of survival, an animal whose every movement is a testament to resilience and ingenuity. With eyes sharp as polished amber and senses tuned to the faintest rustle, the marten commands respect through its incredible skill and tenacity. This small carnivore is living proof that true power is not always measured in size, but in the ability to adapt, endure, and thrive against the odds. The marten is a creature sculpted by the forest itself, a perfectly adapted survivor, moving with ghost-like silence through the tangled canopy. Its agility is legendary, allowing it to leap from branch to branch with breathtaking precision, navigating the vertical world above the forest floor where few predators dare to follow. When hunger calls, the marten transforms into a blur of motion, explosive, calculated, and unerringly accurate. Its attacks are swift and decisive, a testament to the relentless training of survival that begins from the moment it first opens its eyes. Every hunt is a test of patience and skill. Every meal a hard-won victory in a world where competition is fierce and danger is ever present. The marten's body is a marvel of natural engineering. Its slender frame is built for speed and flexibility. Its claws and teeth are the perfect tools for seizing prey, and its senses are finely attuned to the subtle rhythms of the forest. Even in the harshest winters, when the world is locked in ice and snow, the marten does not falter. Instead, it adapts, growing thick fur and spreading its toes wide like natural snowshoes, gliding effortlessly over the frozen landscape. The marten's cleverness shines in its strategies, surplus killing and food caching, ensuring that when prey is scarce, hidden reserves will see it through the leanest times. The marten's world is one of constant challenge. It must outwit larger predators, evade the sharp eyes of raptors above, and compete with other nimble hunters for every scrap of food. Yet it faces these trials with a boldness that belies its size, relying on a blend of stealth, speed, and intelligence to carve out its place in the wild. In the ever-changing forest, the marten's adaptability is its greatest weapon. When deep snows bury the ground, it tunnels beneath, following the scent of hidden voles. When the trees are heavy with fruit or eggs, it climbs with ease, taking advantage of every opportunity the forest provides. Its diet is as varied as the seasons, shifting from small mammals to birds, insects, berries, and even carrion, whatever the wild offers. The marten's resilience is perhaps most evident in its role as a parent. Fiercely protective, a mother will risk everything to defend her kits, teaching them the secrets of the forest, the silent stalk, the perfect leap, the art of vanishing into the shadows. Even when faced with predators many times her size, she stands her ground, a symbol of courage and devotion. The marten's ability to blend seamlessly into its surroundings is legendary. With fur that shifts in color with the seasons, it becomes nearly invisible among the roots and foliage, a phantom presence that watches and waits. This camouflage is not just for hunting, but for survival, allowing the marten to avoid detection by those who would do it harm. Behind its delicate features and slender body lies the heart of a warrior and the mind of a strategist. Every day is a battle, every night a test of endurance, and yet the marten persists, beautiful, complex, and formidable, a vital thread in the intricate web of the forest. It is a small but mighty survivor, a true champion of the wild that continues to thrive in the shadows. The marten is a living symbol of nature's incredible power and ingenuity, a reminder that in the heart of the forest, greatness is not measured by size, but by the spirit to endure, adapt, and overcome. Long before the first leaf unfurled in the ancient forests, before rivers carved their winding paths through mountains and valleys, the ancestors of the marten began their silent journey through time. Their lineage stretches back over 40 million years, to a world dominated by towering trees and colossal beasts. A world where survival demanded more than brute strength. It demanded adaptability and cunning. The earliest relatives of the marten belonged to a family known as the Mustelids. These small, agile carnivores branched out across the prehistoric landscapes, sharing the earth with saber-toothed cats and giant ground sloths. In these ancient times, the proto-martens were creatures of the undergrowth, weaving through ferns and fallen logs, their senses honed for both hunting and evasion. As the eons passed, the world changed. Great forests expanded, climate shifted, and new challenges arose. It was in these shifting shadows that martens began to specialize their bodies, adapting to the dense vertical world of the trees. Their limbs grew longer and more flexible, their claws sharper and more curved, perfect tools for gripping bark and leaping from branch to branch. Their tails, once short and stubby, became long and bushy, providing balance in the precarious heights above the forest floor. With each generation, the marten's senses grew keener. Eyes evolved to pierce the dim light beneath the canopy, ears tuned to the faintest whisper of movement in the leaves. Their noses could trace the scent of prey hidden deep beneath snow or soil, allowing them to hunt even in the harshest conditions. Their slender frames, once suited for burrowing, became the ultimate design for an arboreal predator. Light, agile, and nearly silent, competition was fierce. Larger carnivores prowled the ground while raptors circled overhead. But the marten's evolutionary path led them into the tangled embrace of the treetops where few could follow. Here they honed their skills as climbers and hunters, mastering the art of stealth and ambush. Their diet diversified, shifting with the seasons, small mammals in the winter birds and eggs in the spring berries and insects in the summer. This flexibility became their signature trait, allowing them to survive when others could not. Over millions of years, distinct species of martens emerged, each perfectly adapted to its own corner of the world. Some developed thicker fur for icy northern forests, while others became sleeker for life among temperate woodlands. Yet all shared the same blueprint. A body built for speed, a mind sharpened by the need to outwit both prey and rival predators. Today's marten is the culmination of this ancient journey. Every leap, every silent stalk, every clever escape is a living echo of the countless trials faced by its ancestors. The forest has shaped them, and in turn the martens have become its secretive guardians, silent, swift, and endlessly adaptable. In their story, we glimpse the relentless power of evolution, the quiet genius of nature, and the enduring spirit of a predator born from the shadows of time. In the heart of the forest, as dawn's first light glimmers through the tangled canopy, the marten awakens. Each day is shaped by the rhythm of the seasons, a silent ballet choreographed by shifting light, temperature, and the silent pulse of the wild. In spring, the world stirs with promise. The marten's den, hidden deep in a hollow tree or tangled roots, is alive with the sense of new growth. She stretches sleek fur, catching the golden sun, and slips into the waking woods. The ground is soft and damp beneath her paws. She moves with purpose, weaving through ferns and moss, nose twitching as she sniffs out the trail of a vole. The forest is noisy with birdsong, and the marten is quick to scale a trunk, peering into nests for eggs or fledglings, protein-rich prizes after months of winter scarcity. Between hunts she pauses to nibble on tender shoots or berries, her diet as flexible as the season demands. Summer brings abundance. Sunlight dapples the forest floor, and insects buzz in the humid air. The marten's days grow longer and more leisurely. She climbs high into the canopy, leaping from branch to branch with effortless grace, tail unfurling behind her for balance. Berries ripen in clusters, and she plucks them with nimble paws, staining her whiskers with juice. Squirrels chatter warnings as she approaches, but the marten is patient. She waits, hidden in the leaves, until opportunity presents itself. The forest is her playground, every log, every hollow, every shadow a potential hiding place or hunting ground. As dusk falls, she curls in a sun-warmed nook, grooming her fur and listening to the night's chorus. Autumn is a time of preparation. The air grows crisp, and the forest is ablaze with colour. The marten becomes a restless wanderer, travelling her territory in search of food to fatten for the winter ahead. Nuts, fallen fruit, and the last scurrying rodents are gathered with determination. Her coat thickens, a plush armour against the coming cold. She caches surplus food in hidden nooks, a secret larder for leaner days. Each step is purposeful, every choice a calculation in the quiet contest for survival. Winter transforms the world into a silent, snow-draped realm. The marten's routine shifts once again. She moves with stealth beneath the trees, her fur blending with the dappled shadows on the snow. The world is quieter now, prey scarce and wary. She listens for the faintest rustle beneath the drifts, then plunges, swift and sure, after a hidden mouse or vole. Sometimes she climbs high into evergreens, seeking shelter from biting winds. Hunger sharpens her senses, and every meal is hard won. Yet even in the harshest cold the marten's spirit endures. She plays, chasing her own tail or sliding down icy slopes, a flash of life in the frozen wilderness. As the cycle turns and spring returns, the marten's days begin anew, each season a chapter in the ceaseless adventure of survival. Through rain and snow, sunlight and shadow, the marten lives by her wits and her instincts, a master of adaptation and a silent guardian of the woods. In the deep hush of the forest, a secret language unfolds, one spoken not in words, but in scents, sounds, and subtle gestures. Martens, though solitary by nature, are far from silent. Their world is woven with messages carried on the wind and etched into the earth. Listen closely, and you might hear a marten's voice, a high-pitched trill or a soft, chattering call echoing through the undergrowth. These vocalizations serve many purposes. A mother gently summons her kits, a rival warns another away from precious territory, or a curious marten explores the boundaries of her world. Each chirp, hiss, or growl is a note in the symphony of the wild. But the marten's true language is written in scent. As she winds through her woodland domain, she pauses to rub her throat glands or press her belly against a mossy log, leaving behind invisible signatures. These scent marks are more than mere boundaries. They are social media posts in the forest, broadcasting identity, status, and even readiness to mate. For other martens, a single sniff reveals volumes: who passed this way, when and why. Sometimes the message is urgent. A sharp, musky odour warns intruders that the territory is claimed. At other times, a gentler scent invites a mate or reassures a wandering kit. The forest floor becomes a living tapestry of these chemical conversations, layered and renewed with each passing day. Social interactions, though brief, are rich with meaning. When two martens cross paths, they circle and sniff, tails raised and fur bristling in silent negotiation. A playful bow may diffuse tension, while a stiff posture can escalate it. Kits learn these cues early, mimicking their mother's every move, absorbing the unspoken rules of their secretive kind. In this world of shadows and whispers, communication is survival. Every call, every scent, every flick of the tail helps the marten navigate her solitary life, forging connections that endure even in the silence of the wild. Beneath the emerald canopy, every day is a test of survival for the marten. Danger is never far away, hidden in the very heart of the wilderness they call home. From the moment a marten sets out beneath the dappled morning light, unseen eyes are watching and silent threats prowl the undergrowth. The greatest peril often comes from above. Raptors, silent-winged hawks, and formidable owls glide between the branches, their sharp talons poised to strike. A marten's agility is its shield, weaving through the maze of branches, but even the swiftest must sometimes freeze, heart pounding as a shadow passes overhead. On the ground, the forest floor is a hunting ground for larger carnivores. Foxes, lynxes, and wildcats, each a master of stealth, stalk the same tangled pathways. A snap of twig, a shift in the wind, and the marten must vanish like a wisp of smoke, relying on speed and cunning to slip from their grasp. Rival martens can also be a danger. Territories overlap at the edges, and fierce skirmishes break out over food, shelter, or the right to roam. Sharp teeth flash, and the forest rings with the cries of combatants, each defending their claim against intrusion. But not all threats have fangs or claws. The changing seasons bring their own hazards. In winter, snow buries the forest floor, masking the scent trails that guide the marten and sealing away prey beneath icy layers. Food grows scarce, and the cold bites deep. Only those who can adapt, changing their hunting grounds, broadening their diets, will outlast the freeze. Even the smallest creatures can spell trouble. Ticks, fleas, and parasites hide in the fur, sapping strength and spreading illness. Disease lurks in the shadows, invisible but deadly, testing the resilience of every wild soul. Yet, for all these dangers, the marten persists. Each threat is met with a blend of instinct, intelligence, and tenacity. In the constant dance of predator and prey, of hunger and survival, the marten is both hunter and hunted, a living testament to the delicate balance of the wild. In these ancient forests, every day is a gamble, every night is a victory, and for the marten, survival is not just a skill, but an art, shaped by shadows, forged by danger, and written in the silence between heartbeats. Beneath the leafy vaults and tangled roots, martens are more than just elusive hunters. They are silent architects of the forest's health. With every leap and bound, these nimble creatures weave themselves into the very fabric of woodland life, shaping the ecosystem in ways both subtle and profound. As agile predators, martens help keep rodent populations in check. Their sharp eyes and quick reflexes mean mice and voles rarely grow too numerous, preventing these small mammals from overwhelming young saplings or stripping the forest floor of vital seeds. This careful predation protects budding trees and delicate undergrowth, allowing the forest to renew itself season after season. But martens are also opportunists, feasting on berries, nuts, and fallen fruit when prey is scarce. In doing so, they become unwitting gardeners of the wild. Seeds swallowed with a meal are carried far from the parent plant, deposited in fresh soil and given a chance to sprout. With each journey through the underbrush, martens disperse the building blocks of new growth, nurturing the green tapestry that blankets the land. Their presence ripples outward, touching countless lives. The remains of their meals, scattered bones, uneaten fruit, and discarded shells, feed beetles, fungi, and scavenging birds. Hollow logs and abandoned dens, once homes to martens, offer sanctuary to owls, squirrels, and shy woodland creatures seeking shelter from the storm. The balance they maintain echoes through the forest. When martens thrive, the web of life tightens. Predators and prey, plants and pollinators, all held in a delicate embrace. In their silent patrols and shadowy hunts, martens are the unseen guardians, keeping the wild in harmony. So, while their paws may tread lightly, the mark martens leave is lasting. In every rustle of leaves, every burst of springtime growth, their legacy endures, proof that even the smallest hunter can hold the heart of the forest in its grasp.